Welcome to episode 3 of the Goku Kev Show. I'm your host, Kev the Galaxybender, and joining me today, as always, my main man, John Ramsey, aka Goku Black. How you doing today, sir?
What up, though?
How's it going?
Chilling.
How's your week?
Well, made it through a week, I guess.
Yeah. Well, my week, man, like, it ain't been as shitty as it has been at my first job. So that's been good, but not really anything special to talk about with my second job. I have been testing some things out for Jitsu Squad. So can't talk about it. Can't wait till we can talk about it. Because there's a lot of stuff that I'm seeing that the fans and everybody's going to be excited to see. So but today we got a really, really fun show planned for you today. We got a new, we're going to have a whole new format for the show as well. We'll detail it in a second, but we got some cool things coming up. For the current event section, we're going to be diving into Shredder's Revenge. We're going to get into that, and we're going to also dive into Sonic Origins Collection.
I don't hear myself in that.
You're not supposed to.
Okay.
Yeah, I turned that off. Because sometimes, like, I do that just to test it. So, I can make sure the audio is working. But, like, what I notice is when I do have the mic monitoring going through it, I tend to talk slower because, like, you hear yourself super loud. But, like, if you see that thing right there, that's how you can tell we're live. So today, the show, we're going to try to keep it, it's probably going to run longer than, probably an hour. So, do keep that in mind. But we're not going to definitely run in 3 hours. We're going to get into, like I said, Shredder's Revenge, Sonic Origins Collections. And we also have a giveaway because the main event is Jitsu Squad, and we're giving away a free copy for that on Steam. So be on the lookout for that. But in the interest of full disclosure, these keys were provided by Tanuki Creative Studio. However, all the opinions you're about to hear, and Tanuki is not paying me to report on their game, nor did anyone review, approve, or about to see before it was broadcasted and uploaded. None of my views and opinions represent either of my employers, and I'm sure this is probably the same for Goku as well.
Definitely.
So we're definitely, I'll go over the details for the giveaway. So to enter, all you have to do, the show should be tweeted on Twitter. Just go on Twitter and follow me. My Twitter is, it should be, let's take a look. It should be at Kev the Galaxybender. Let me just take a double check because that's what it is. So just go on Twitter, follow me, find me at Kev the Galaxybender, and then all you have to do is retweet the show, and then like it, and then you'll be entered to win a copy of Jitsu Squad. And the way that I will tally it up, I'll wait till after the show because sometimes, as I mentioned before, Twitter has a delay or something in getting the results in. So what I'll do is I'll tally them up, and then I'll announce the winner. I'll pick one random. And I'll announce the winner after the show on Twitter. And you do not have to follow me or subscribe or anything like that to enter. Just retweet, like the show. So, but this will be a very casual show. However, it'll be a mature show, so viewer discretion is advised. So,
cuss words.
Say it again, Coco.
Cuss words.
Cuss words. All the cuss words. And our show is just a mix of Let's Plays and, random gaming news. My goal isn't here to profit or anything like that. My hope really is just to introduce people into some new games and create really good memories. And like I always said, the show is always going to be kept grinding from the basement. So let's take a look. So if you're looking for the latest and greatest news, you can find the VGO Community Show, Ghost and Tactical Shotgun. Like I fucks with them. So they put out really good shows. You can find them over at twitch.tv/TheRealGhostT. I'll put that stuff in. This video will ultimately be uploaded to YouTube. So I'll put that in the description there as well. So the VGO Community Show goes live every Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then you can also catch the Video Game Outsiders with John, Michelle, and Matt. And you can catch them at www.videogameoutsiders.com. The VGO show goes live every Tuesday from 9 to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, like as I mentioned before, the format of the show, we got a new format. So the first half of the show, we're going to go over topics. We're going to get into the Avatar fanfiction. We're going to talk about our backlogs and stuff like that. And then we will have different transitions. And then as we're talking about different games and stuff like that, we're going to, try to have a video for you guys to reference what we're talking about so you can follow along. And then the back end of the show, we'll do the main event as far as Jitsu Squad, and then we'll just talk about miscellaneous topics. And then during several times during the show, usually during each transition, we'll mention the giveaway. So just make sure, again, find me at Kev the Galaxybender over at Twitter. Retweet the show and like the show, and then that'll enter you to win. All right, so this section will be the Avatar fan fiction. Like I said, I won't do this every show. I'll do this every once in a while or so when I come up with a good idea. So I'll be on the lookout for that. But we're going to get into it. So as everybody knows, I'm a big fan of Avatar, and this is just a fan fiction, some stuff that I came up with because I love that series, man. John Goku, I love it. I love it.
I'm watching it again too.
Are you?
Yeah.
Well, so you know how you're a big fan of Dragon Ball. This is it for me, man.
I know.
This is my Dragon Ball crap. So
we're tough before.
So galaxy bending and galaxy bender's purpose. So why do the avatars need to learn galaxy bending? So this is the idea I came up with. Like I said, I pulled this straight up my ass, but it sounded cool. There's a threat that has shifted to balance of all dimensions, and this will cause all of existence to cease eventually. It will take every available avatar to combat this. So, every galaxy bender has an earth soul. And the earth soul is an earth bender with whom they learn to bend gravity, because it's important for the galaxy benders to, be able to actually bend gravity. The earth bender does not know this, but has visions about it. Kind of how, remember Aang had visions about Toph?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like that. So, this is very sensitive to Toph due to her being blind as well. And Toph is unique in being able to combat galaxy benders due to her unique seismic sensibility. So she can literally sense the gravity and stuff shifting around her in time and space. So that makes her, and this sense is more powerful in her than her offspring. So this allows her to, really combat them very well, and this is why she's a really good teacher for the galaxy benders. So soul bender, I wanted to come up with a unique enemy, so I came up with a soul bender. So soul benders, I got this idea from X-Men. Bishop, he's a character where you shoot him and he absorbs your ability and use it back. So what I came up for soul benders is they can use your bending while in your vicinity, because they can't bend otherwise, but they can borrow your bending for a limited time. But if the bender doesn't have knowledge of your discipline, this could lead to very catastrophic results. Like for the bender and those around them, they can destroy things. So, and they can destroy themselves too. And then also we have what's called the Sage State. I wanted to come up with something kind of like the Avatar State. So it's like the Avatar State, but it's the reverse. You get future knowledge, and that's the problem, because the future is being wiped out and galaxy's about to be non-existent. So that's what I wanted to come up with for the Avatar fan fiction section. Like I said, I won't do it every episode, but if I come up with cool ideas, I will just talk about it, because it is something that I really like to talk about. So moving on, we're going to get into the backlog section. Backlog section. So Goku, tell me about what you've been playing.
Well, you know me. I'm super into Rocket League. That's me all day, every day. Well, I guess I shouldn't say all day. but at least every day. And I've really kind of been like getting back into the rhythm that I had, where as soon as I start, I do a training pack, then I'll play 1v1 so that I can kind of really focus on what I might be lacking, and then do another training pack on what I felt I was lacking, and then I'll get into competition. And so far, I'm holding my own in platinum.
So, what's been the as far as, because I know you say you get a lot of shit trucks. So outside of that, what's been the most challenging thing you've had? Because I remember you say on Switch, it was the performance thing was like something that was detrimental into like you being able to like nail shots and stuff like that. So what's been the biggest challenge since, moving over to a different console and like, trying to maintain that platinum, that platinum ranking?
And I mean, honestly, like I didn't even realize that there was like that button lag. Mm-hmm. Because I had already set a bunch of like my dead zones and some of my controller sensitivity up and down depending on what I needed. So I was already gold 3. I want to say gold 2. Pretty good. Like just on the Switch. And like people in Discord are like, "Are you serious? Like, how are you doing that?" Mm-hmm. And I didn't really fully realize it until I got that Xbox, and yeah, it was instant. I noticed that when I really wanted to do something, I did it, and that did definitely put me in platinum. But I don't know. I still play Switch, Rocket League, like because we got it at work. So I on my breaks and shit, I'll play like Rocket League at work.
Nothing wrong with that.
And I don't see a difference in the buttons, like, or the lag, like you were saying. Because, like I said, I've already made buffers for it. But for the most part, I don't know. I gotta get back into that rhythm. Like I said, we're training pack, 1v1, another training pack. I'll play like 2 matches, maybe 3, depending on how well my win is going. Mm-hmm. And then I'll go right back. I'll start back over.
Gotcha.
Another training pack, a 1v1, another training pack.
So it's your crack, isn't it?
Well, it's to keep yourself fresh, try to get new button, what is it? I'm looking for like muscle memory for the buttons. Like just that constant practice. That's what really will make you good at Rocket League. Gotcha.
Because I know, man, like button input, like button lag and stuff like that for fighting games, it's a pain in the ass. So what else you been playing, Goku? Talk to me. What else you been playing?
So other than that, I mean, probably like 3-4 times a week I'll play For Honor and Dead by Daylight. For Honor, I play specifically with my son. Mm-hmm. And we're pretty good. We usually play like Dominion and Breach, which are more of like a strategy and kind of a team kind of effort instead of just outright banging with somebody. And then that's a me and him game. And then usually like a couple hours into it, his girl want to play too. Mm-hmm. And then that's when we'll switch over to Dead by Daylight. Which, that game...
Yeah, tell me about Dead by Daylight, because I got a buddy who actually, like, he plays this game just to... Okay. He does it just to... he does it just to troll people. Just as, like, he likes the grief. Like, he likes to stand indoors and get people trapped by killers. He likes to and I watch him play it all the time. And like, this is one of those games that like I know I won't play for sure because it's the type of game it is. But like I love watching people play. It's one of those games I sit back like when I want to get a couple of laughs, I'll go watch my dude like just grief people.
Luckily, I have not been stuck with a grief person. Like I said, it's already me and my son, and like him and his girl take turns. So one time I'll play with him, one time I'll play with her. But like we don't get stuck with grief people, luckily. Our biggest problem is, like, I would say the Smurf version of a killer. Like somebody who's ranked way higher, their killer's maxed way out, and they're playing against lesser ranked people and just fully taking advantage of the situation. That's probably the biggest problem that we've come across on Dead by Daylight.
Gotcha. So they basically, I remember a while ago, like when this game came out. I can't remember which one came first, but I think Dead by Daylight came first, and that Friday the 13th game came out, and then that game did really bad, and then they took the killers from that game. They took pretty much and put him in in Dead by Daylight. So,
dude, Freddy is one of the worst people to play against.
Is he?
Oh God, dude.
What about Jason though from the Friday the 13th game?
Jason is crazy.
Is he?
Like, so he can go into this stock mode.
Mm-hmm.
And when he does the stock mode, like anytime a killer gets close, you start to hear a heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
Goom, 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 goom. And the closer they are, the louder and the faster the heartbeat is. Jason has this stock mode where you can't hear his heartbeat.
Oh, really?
But he can't attack you. All he's supposed to do is like watch you. And for a certain period of time. And once that time is achieved, then instead of a heartbeat, you hear the freaking Michael Myers music. And he can one-shot you.
You mean the
yeah.
You talking about that? That's not the Michael Myers. That's the
and he can one-shot you. Like, usually they hit you once, and like you're wounded, and you're running around, you're bleeding and stuff. And then they hit you a second time, and you go down, and that's when they can pick you up. But if he stalked you, he can one-shot you like.
That's crazy. Just with that big machete.
Yeah.
Right.
But Freddy, dude, he does this nightmare mode where it blacks out the screen.
Oh shit!
And you have to find an alarm clock, I think is what it is, and that's to wake you up out of it. And then you can see again, and and the main objective is to repair the generator so that you can open the exit door, and that's how you escape.
Oh yeah, I got you.
So yeah.
Well, it sounds like you having fun with that. Yeah, I see you stream it all the time, so I imagine. So yeah, that Rocket League is the shit you stream the most I've seen lately. Yeah. So you need to pick up Shadow Warrior, man. We talked about that.
I know. I need to finish it.
It's a good ride, man. I'm telling you, missing out. All right, so tell me about Blade Point. Talk to me. Talk to me about Blade Point, because you know what? Before you talk about this game,
I love this game.
Let me tell you something first. Let me tell you about Blade Point. I actually, because it was on PC first.
Yeah,
I do know that. I remember it's an older game too, I believe. Like it's a real older game.
Yeah, it's just now getting the console.
Yeah, so I remember seeing it a long time ago, and it's a battle royale, right?
Yeah.
That is it.
The way I described it was Fortnite and For Honor.
So talk to me about it. Talk to me about it, man. Tell me about this game.
Great baby. And For Honor was the dad, because it's mostly focused on the weapons and banging it out. There are some ranged weapons like guns, like that part right there. He's using a little flamethrower thing and like cannons and stuff. But for the most part, it is banging, fighting.
So basically, it's like you basically just like, from what I'm looking at. Like I said, I watched a lot of footage on the game. I've not played it, but I have watched a lot of footage on it, like from years and years. Because I remember they had other games
like 2 years ago.
Because they had one game out that was very similar to it. It was called like Guns. I think that was called. Yeah, it was called Gun, Gunz. And like you basically you had a gun and a blade, like but you did combos like this. Like it looked very, very similar. And there's a Guns 1 and Guns 2 game. I should pull it up here. But yeah, like it was very similar to this, but I was always interested in it. But the thing that turned me off is just Battle Royale. Like I have a very short attention span. I hate spawning, then like you just unluckily get one shot and you got to join another game. That shit drives me crazy. But this looks like you have some health and you can take some hits.
You can, yeah, you can take a little bit of a beating. It just depends. Like, I guess I can agree with you that I have joined a couple and got immediately murked at the very beginning of the match. And then you're right, you got to load up another one. So
like that's the thing for me. Like my attention span is like about that big. Like and if y'all don't see, like my fingers is like touching.
I wouldn't say that it happens often though. Like getting right away. Like I don't really want to say that there's really good drop spots. Like, you know how like in Fortnite they were like, oh yeah, if you go to the mansion, there's a gold chest. There are gold chests, but they're not like just where you spawn and then you can get to them. Because then the way that this also spawns in is you pick where you want to go. Instead of like it's that flying bus and you jump out.
Right.
Like you pick right where you want to start. And so like if it's a team battle, you obviously want to start in a group. But if it's solo, you know, like me personally, I always go to the outskirts. I really do. I don't like being in the middle with like 18 other motherfuckers. You know what I mean? So I'll go to the outskirts by myself. That way I can find a couple weapons and I can get around. If you're watching a little trailer here, it mentions about the parkour thing. So you get up through. You can get around very easily using grappling hook and everything.
Well, let me ask you this. I got a question about the game. So, like, when you first drop in, like, I'm assuming that every time you play, like, everybody is just at default. Like, tell me how to, like, do you have classes or, like tell me how that works. Like, explain it to me.
There are, like, I want to say, like, 8 to 12 different people. And they all have unique moves themselves. But when it comes to the weapons or gear, all that is the same for everybody.
Gotcha. So it's true Battle Royale style.
So it's true Battle Royale style. Just depending on who you pick, he might have a couple extra. Like the chick that I like to use, she was a pre-order character. Oh, okay. She throws out this like sword and it spins like and then you can like grab it and she'll attack. But then her super move, she makes like a giant freaking sword and you can swing it and it shoots out like an energy blade, and then you can like rush to where the energy blade goes and swing again. Like, so
I mean, it looks cool.
But then the other dude that I've been playing with, they keep showing him, he's the guy who does that bell around him.
Yeah. That's like a monk thing. Is he a monk?
Yep. And then you can also transform into that big, like, Hindu.
Yeah, the 6 arms. Yeah.
That's his super move. And the bell is his regular move, like, boom. So everybody has their own set of little moves. But when it comes to the weapons and the gear, everybody's on the same level. You go find it and pick it up and shit too. Yeah. And then there's, you know, like the grade of the weapon. You know, there's the common, the uncommons, the rares, and the legendaries. Got you.
So, is that all you've been checking out this week? This month, I guess?
Well, I needed something to be able to relax with. So I went and re-downloaded because I love digital copies. It's old. I got it way back on 360, but I started replaying Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
All right, so tell me how that's been going.
I love it.
Because I've never played, like, I've never played, I don't think I've ever played any Assassin's Creed games, to be honest. I haven't. Like, they've never They've never been my thing. The only thing that I've played that's like kind of close to that is probably Immortals Phoenix Rising. It's basically like a Zelda game, but it's like kind of like Assassin's Creed, like structured, but like the combat is very different because you can do air combos and shit. But like I've never played an Assassin's Creed game like simply just combat. Like I've always looked at the combat like I can't do air combo.
No.
But talk to me about it. Tell me about this one because I heard this one is like the one that people like a lot because you're fucking pirate.
Yeah. I mean, all the Assassin's Creeds were already free roam. So, you went wherever in the city you wanted. Obviously, there were parts that were restricted, or maybe you needed to get a new viewpoint to open up that part of the map so you knew what was there.
Is that when they stand on that thing?
Yeah, that synchronized thing.
I've seen that before.
So that's what you're doing. You're opening up the map. But this one is huge. That's the best way to describe it. Because, I mean, it's a whole map. It's got, like, Cuba and, like, Jamaica. And I want to say, like, a little bit of the South Americas is kind of on the top of the map, basically. Because it's that whole Caribbean area.
Gotcha. Okay, that's where it's based out of.
Yeah, and so you're sailing through all these islands. You can get off randomly your ship, just go to an island. There's a chest and some other crap. Get back in your ship, sail off some more. I mean, the part that I missed though was just like sailing and hearing all the shanties, all the dudes singing.
Oh, okay.
That was like
something like when they're in the pub or something like that, and they're out drinking and shit.
No,
what are you talking about?
These are like sailing shanties.
Oh, okay, I got you.
So while you're sailing, they start singing.
Yeah.
And I truly missed it. Like I can just cruise around and listen to them singing about what do you do with a drunken sailor.
It sounds like it should have been I heard a lot of people say this should have just been a pirate game. That's what people say. It should have just been a pirate game. Is there any anime stuff in it?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, like I said, I haven't played, so I don't know.
Oh yeah. You get out of the Animus and you're in this big office.
Oh, okay.
And like you're doing still assassin stuff, like you're like stealing information and passing it off. And then I think at one point, actually, near the end of the game, I forgot. See, it's been so long since I played it. Like you actually do team up with some assassins. Oh, okay. That new Desmond.
Yeah.
From the original Assassins.
I remember that.
And so now you're getting the Animus outside of the office, but you're still digging into Edwin Kenway. That's the guy that you keep seeing. Oh, okay. Him right there. Well, that's Blackbeard. No, I'm talking about like the blonde. They showed him on the other clip. I was looking at the other screen too. Yeah. That's Edward Kenway. Him right there, right? Yeah. Yeah, okay, I see it. Yeah. The one who's wearing the assassin. Right. He had the outfit on, yeah. Him. Yeah, him. So, yeah. Like, you still keep digging into his story because he found this thing called the Observatory. Oh, okay. And that's like how the whole Assassin's Creed is they're trying to get the Holy Grail. And is that what it's all about? Like, yeah, it's an old Templar and assassin fight. It's a war. Gotcha. And it made it all the way to the, present. They're using machines to go back in. That's kind of neat. Other people's bloodlines to figure out what happened to these ancient relics, so they can find them again. Gotcha. Okay, makes sense. Did they eventually stop doing the anime stuff with the newer ones, or do you know? I'm not sure. Have you played any of the new ones? Valhalla. I have not even turned it on yet. People like Origins a lot too. The Egyptian one, I think that's that's the Egyptian one. Yeah, people really like that one. What was the Greek one? Odyssey, wasn't it? Yeah. Was there an Assassin's Creed Odyssey? Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's the Greek one, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. All right. So is that all you've been playing? This is your backlog section this month? Yeah, that's all I've been doing, really. Yeah, I like how that blame point looks though. I do. But I'm not sure if it's something I'll like spin up. Like, because you have to commit, man. With all these games nowadays, you got to commit. Like, the stuff, like, for instance, that's a good segue. The game I'm playing right now.
So my backlog session, I've added a few games. I've been playing some stuff. So the first game I've been playing is called The Ascent. So like I said, and they call it an RPG. It's not an RPG. It's not. I hate when you throw some stats in the game and they want to call it an RPG. It's not an RPG, man. It's not. It's a twin stick shooter at first and foremost. Like I really like it, and you have to put time into it because it is you get skills and stuff. You get skills and experience and points, but part of the game is a twin stick shooter. And what's cool about it is you get like there's so many different abilities you get in this game. Like, and I really just wanted to play it because I like twin stick shooters and I like that. Like, I like Geometry Wars. I like Stardust. I like, man. I mean, I'm a junkie for them. Like Alien Nation, Dead Nation. Housemarque is one of my Super Stardust. Like they make that. Like Housemarque is the company that makes it. They're primarily Sony though, and they did a game called was it Nex Machina? Yeah, it was called Nex Machina, and it's made by, I'm not sure if you know who this guy is. His name is Eugene Jarvis, and he used to work for Midway. He makes Smash TV. So you can see it's Total Carnage and shit like that. So you can see the references and, you know, those twin stick shooters. So, but yeah, I love twin stick shooters. So I was just looking for one. My buddy Brad was like, "Hey man, you should check this game out." And I started playing it. And I'm like, man, it's awesome. Like it sounds, look, there's shit in here I'm seeing in the trailer. I haven't even looked at a disc launch fucking beat. You see what I'm saying? Like,
and he like purposely threw it and bounced off and hit the other guy.
So that's what I'm saying, man. Like the games nowadays, man. Like you got to commit to them. You got to commit to the game. So, but yeah. So for this game, like I said, it's a twin stick shooter. It has an upgrade system where you level up and you can equip like different types of bionics and abilities and stuff like that. And those abilities are more powerful depending on how you choose to allocate your skill points for each character. So, but it's a whole lot of fun. One thing I do hate about it is that it is very, 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 very. The map system is very hard to get around sometimes until you really sit down and understand it. Like it's really bad for that. How the map is layered, you can easily get turned around and get lost. Sometimes the waypoint won't, and it's an independent developer, so that's the main thing. Is a indie developer, and they have limited resources, so that's gonna that's gonna always be a problem when you're dealing with a independent developer. They just I imagine, especially a game like this, and another problem that the game does have, it has a lot of performance issues. Like you see a lot of particle effects and stuff. You see like explosions and stuff, and the game runs on Unreal, so it's very taxing on your systems. Like if you see stuff explode, the game just like kind of slows down sometimes. So what I had to do is go in and turn down some of the settings just to get the game to run right. But like I said, the main thing is like you get lost real easy, but like that stuff can be overlooked. And like I said, the performance stuff you can adjust it. And on console you won't have these issues because I played it on console too. Only reason I've been playing on PC because I want to stream it at 60, and that's something that pisses me off, Microsoft. That pisses me off. I know it was abrupt. I'm sorry. But it's bullshit because Microsoft's fucking Twitch apps compared to Sony's. Sony's is awesome. You can stream games on PS4 at 60 frames per second. That's bullshit because I want to stream fucking Guardian Hero. So I have a capture card. I just realized I had one. So I can just install and do it. But you see how my shit's set up. It's a pain in the ass to run wires and shit. But yeah, so like I said, you get different abilities, and like how you, like right there on the screen, how you pick those different skill points determines how powerful those abilities are. It's a twin stick shooter, dude. It's fun as fuck. Co-op too. Co-op Goku.
I know. Forgetting to download it.
It's cool. Like I would definitely recommend playing this. Like it's on Game Pass too. It's on Game Pass. I'm gonna buy it after Game Pass. Yeah, I'm gonna buy it after Game Pass. Like, and that's how you advertise your shit, man. You put your shit on Game Pass.
Yep.
It's like I would have never known about it. A lot of these games, if you want for Game Pass, yeah. So that's the first game I've been playing. Check that out. The Ascent is really good. The next game I've been playing is Wolfenstein: The New Order. So I've played this game before, but like I've been in a Nazi killing mood, and it ain't just because they Nazis. It's just like these games are really well designed. They're just fun, but like this isn't my favorite one in the series. You know what my favorite one in the series is, don't you? You saw me playing it today.
Yes, you play it.
I play it all the time. Return to Castle Wolfenstein. That's my favorite. I should have had this one because I started playing that again too. But that I'll probably bring that up on another episode, or shit, I might even show it. Who the hell knows? But shit, it might even be in here. I don't know. Yeah, it is in here. Yeah, Real Return is here. It'll be my next video. So, but yeah, I love Wolfenstein, y'all. If people didn't know, hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? I'm looking at my man Charles. What's up, baby? I see you. I'm glad you can tune into the show, man. We had some technical issues earlier. We had to start the shit over, so I do apologize. But yeah, I see you up there, baby. But yeah, so I really am a big fan of Wolfenstein. Love Wolfenstein. Like it is, and it like I said, it ain't got nothing to do with the Nazi and shit. It's just they designed the games really fun, man. Like in this one, it was like it's not even a reboot, really. They call it a reboot, but it's not because it actually takes place. Like there was Wolfenstein. There was two original Wolfenstein games, like Escape from Castle Wolfenstein and Castle Wolfenstein, some shit like that. It was made by Silas Warner. And then, like, what happened is the company went out of business. They were stealth games. They weren't even shooters. Mm-hmm. They were like kind of old 1960s, like Atari graphics, and like they were stealth games. Mm-hmm. Yeah, inventory and shit was crazy. You had a gun, but like what ended up happening is the license had expired for the name because the company had went out of business. So like John Carmack, John Romero, Adrian Software, it was like, hey man, we fucking like that Wolfenstein game. We want to make a shooter. Let's just use that motif. And they took the name and everything since it was public domain at that point. And it was public domain at that point, and they was able to buy it. So what they did is they made Wolfenstein 3D, then Return to Castle Wolfenstein, and then I should have did Return before this. But and then they did Wolfenstein 2009. It was a very generic Wolfenstein game. But it was fun though. It was still fun, but it just wasn't as good as Return to Castle Wolfenstein. We'll talk about that next. And then they all the stories are connected. And like BJ Blazkowicz, I think is Doom Guy's granddad. Like it's all connected. So what ended up happening is I do know from 2009 there's a character named Caroline Becker. She gets injured at the end. You think she dies, but she comes back in there, so it's connected. And like it was so cool to see her old, but it's weird because BJ's young. But like it was cool, and they have a conversation about it too. And I was like, hell no! I said, Machine Games went back and played 2009 and knew that happened, and then put that conversation because he talks to her. He sits down and was like, hey, last time I saw you, blah blah blah. She was like, yeah, I punched Hans Gross in the face, and you fought him as the boss, and yeah, so they tied it together. So what makes this game cool is just the combat. Like it feels real good. Like when you shoot shit in this game, dude. Like it feels good, and that's why I really went back to play it because like
that looks really good.
Yeah, like it looks good, and like the gore's done good. Like it's really 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 well done, and I really like it. And when I'm in the mood to like just shoot shit, like Wolfenstein games are just the games I always go back to.
Yeah.
So that's why I started playing this. So Wolfenstein New Order. Pick it up. It's really good. It's on Game Pass. Check it out.
I'm probably going to.
Highly fucking recommend it. The Old Blood is good too. They got the one after that. So the other game I've been playing as well, I'll play this a little more, is Return to Castle Wolfenstein. However, there is a mod for it. There's a mod. So this is for the PC version of Return to Castle Wolfenstein. There's a Russian guy. I forget his name. I think his name is Wolf Player or something like that. I have to look it up. But a modded Return to Castle Wolfenstein, because if people don't know, like Wolfenstein, Return to Castle Wolfenstein, it has been, it came out on PC, I think 2001, and it was ported to like Xbox and PlayStation 2. And there was extra content added to it. So like weapons and shit like that. So this game basically takes Return to Castle Wolfenstein and he redoes all the textures. Like this doesn't even look like the original game. He does all the textures, weapon textures, enemy textures. He redoes all that, sounds. He rebalances the gameplay, difficulties. Like it's an overhaul for the mod. And it just makes it better. And it pulls extra content from those new Wolfenstein, well, from the later versions from the console, like the shotgun, the Ithaca shotgun. It's not found in the vanilla version for PC, but it is definitely in the console version. So this modder is modding all that stuff in. And not only that, he's also modding in the levels, the Africa levels from the console version. So eventually this version will be the version to play. It's called Real RTCW, short for Real Return to Castle Wolfenstein. And what's cool about the fucking mod, like mods is normally a pain in the fucking ass to install. Normally you gotta fucking open up a folder. You gotta drop this bullshit in there. You gotta do this shit, that shit, this fucking shit. It's bullshit. This mod is so simple. All you need to do is own the vanilla game on Steam. Like you can install it without Steam, but like this is the easiest way. Like you can install it the way I just explained it. But it's a simple drag and drop. But like for the Steam version, you literally, if you have the Steam version library, you just click install. And it just installs everything. Yeah. They got controller support in this bitch. It's limited though, but it's got controller support, co-op. Like they added a bunch of weapons from the, I think, was it Enemy Territory? There was a Wolfenstein, the multiplayer based off of this, because I think Grey Matter is the studio that did it and they eventually became Treyarch. But man, this game is fantastic. They don't make games like this no more. Like the level design, and you saw me play the enemy AI. They don't just sit and fucking wait. They'll and flame. They don't even camping like you think they're dead, and they'll just come out and start blasting.
Yeah.
That's why I like these old shooters, man. And what I do like about it, like the dude did replace all the textures and shit, but it still looks old and crusty, and I like that look.
It does have that look.
Oh, I like that look. You know why I like that look? Because it reminds me of playing a fucking video game. And I want to be in that world. You know what I mean? I like to know that this is a fun game. I'm tired of fucking playing games where it's a movie. I'm just fucking watching. Oh shit! I'm getting pissed off.
That's good.
I'm an action man. I'm like, man, fuck watching. That's why people like cinematic. Like that's why I'm not a big Sony fan, believe it or not. Like, cause their exclusives are like these cinematic shits. It's like, man, fuck that, man. Just I'm gonna skip all your cutscenes. I skip cutscenes. People don't know that. Like I typically skip cutscenes. I want to get to the fucking shooting and looting, dog. The shooting and doing. You know what I'm saying? I got the urge to merge. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm all about. But, man, I'm getting worked up, man. These fucking story games. These fucking. All right. So, and then also, me and Goku been playing some motherfucking Dragon's Crown.
Yeah.
Dragon's Crown. So, I've known about Dragon's Crown for a very long time.
I did not.
Yeah, I've known it for a long time. So, me and Goku literally sat down and played this shit all last week. I mean, 2 weeks ago, because we had COVID last week, so
8 hours straight.
But we played it for about 8 hours straight. It's a really, really, really good. They call it a role playing game because you have a lot of shit that you can't level up. But honestly, man, it's a beat 'em up.
Yeah,
it's a beat 'em up. It is a beat 'em up. It's a vanilla
beat 'em up with RPG elements.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm tired of fucking games doing this. Like, just because you can level up, don't mean it's a necessary role playing game. This shit is like super active. Like, you can look at it. It's a beat 'em up. Like you put error. And the thing is, like, the company who made it, they're called Vanillaware. They're called Vanillaware, and Vanillaware, what was the first game that I know that they put out? It was called was it Odin Sphere? Yeah, it was Odin Sphere. That is an actual role playing game. Like it is if I pull up some footage on that, they all their games use very similar art styles.
Okay.
But it is a role playing game and it's a side scroller, but you can't go like up and down, but it's a role playing game. And then they put out I don't know if they did this one first, but I know they put out a game called Muramasa the Demon Blade. Have you seen that before?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a side scroller beat 'em up. It's like the fucking Dishwasher. It's like Shank. It's like Beautiful Joe. It is a fucking side scrolling action game. Like it's basically like 2D Devil May Cry almost. Like that's what Muramasa like. It's really good. So and I'm gonna probably start streaming it too because I downloaded the Dolphin emulator. So Dolphin emulator lets you play Wii and GameCube games, and I have a copy of Muramasa. It's on Wii, and they re-released it on the Vita too. But I don't have a way to stream it, so I'm gonna just do the emulation. But then they made this. They made Dragon's Crown, and like this shit just puts like really both of those together.
Yeah,
like because it takes a few elements from Odin Sphere, like leveling up and shit, and then it takes just straight up action from fucking Muramasa. But also, I do know Vanillaware is a huge fan of Golden Axes. There's tons of Golden Axe references in this shit. Like you can ride the Beast. You remember we had to complete a quest where you had to kill enemies with the Beast. Remember?
Yeah.
So Dragon's Crown has been a really fun game. Expect to definitely be seeing this shit in our repertoire. We're gonna be streaming it. Hell, we might even stream some today. Shit.
I'm willing to play it.
Yeah. So we'll see how it goes. Matter of fact, let me do more. Because Sony. This is another thing I fucking hate about Sony. Their controllers last for like 4 hours, man. And like once the battery dies, if you don't know how to open the controller and fuck with that wire, that battery in there, you gotta buy another controller.
Jeez.
Which most people just will, because who's going to open that up?
Yeah.
That's aggravating. So I have to make sure the fucking controller's charged. So the last game I've been playing, I added this actually last to the list. It's called Final Vendetta, and like Goku watched me play this, and when you first watched me play it was kind of shit. It was kind of, but let me explain.
You first like sent me like the trailer or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I'm not gonna play that.
Yeah.
Ninja Turtles is coming out. Are you serious? No.
The same day.
Yep.
All right.
I was like, nah.
So this is what ended up happening with this game. So when it first came out, I did play it like 2 days after Turtles came out, and this is the vibe I got from it. It is a good game. It is.
I watched
it.
Yeah.
It's very good. They really like Streets of Rage.
Yeah.
Streets of Rage 2 to be exact. However, they updated the game. They updated it probably like maybe a week or so ago.
Huh.
It's easier to juggle. They added like different difficulties and lives and shit because it was a really, really difficult game. But there's certain properties that knock enemies higher in the air, and you can do more juggles and shit. So like with Claire, like I even got I recorded some clips on Xbox. Like she can do a bunch of fucking juggles now. So what you're seeing here is not even like the true representation. Yeah. I don't even. I mean, this is what the game like. This is how it is. But like, there's just more to the combat now. But like, here's the thing: for a old school beat 'em up, this is really good. It's a really solid game. It's not expensive. The thing that I really like about it the most, honestly, the reason why I do play, I love the sprites. Like the artwork is like, especially like just look at it. Like look at it. Look,
that was cool.
The sprites is good, and like I said, if you like Streets of Rage 2, it's basically Streets of Rage 2. Like it's one of those games, but it has a little more depth to it. They increase like how often you can attack with weapons. They increase the health for the weapons. You can do hella juggles. Like with Claire and Duke, you can juggle. And I didn't realize you can throw enemies into Booker Miller T. Like you watch Claire throw. I didn't know you could do that. So what I'm saying, it's actually a really good game. Like I think like we should sit down, one day and just play it, just bang it out, man. It's a good game. But my wife, she likes games like this, so don't feel bad if you don't want to play it, like because we ain't gonna like the same shit. That's just the way the world is. And you don't like the 1, 2, 3, 4. So in this game has a lot of nuance for as far as like doing the juggles. Like it's strict. It's like Street Fighter 4 strict. When we had that conversation, it's like that. So, but yeah, that's pretty much all I've been playing for the backlog. I added a little stuff, but I did finish Return to Castle Wolfenstein, but the New Order. Okay. I did get that out of my backlog, so I don't have to play that anymore. But for Final Vendetta, that's not something that really goes into a backlog. It's a beat 'em up. You just play it. Yeah. Dragon's Crown. That's kind of backloggy because you got to level up characters, and then the Ascent is like my biggest backlog game, like right now, because like it has, you can level up a lot in it, and like there's like I said in the trailer, there's shit that we didn't even see. So, all right. So getting into it, guys, we're going to get into the current events. Again, we are doing a Jitsu Squad giveaway because the main event is Jitsu Squad. And if you want to enter a chance to win a free Steam key to Jitsu Squad, just go to twitch.tv / Kev _ the _Galaxybender. Check out the stream and then check me out on Twitter because that same stream is going to be on Twitter. At Kev Galaxybender. Retweet it, like it. Do not have to follow. Do not have to subscribe, and you could be entered into winning a free PC copy of Jitsu Squad for Steam. And I will be doing the results after the stream. Probably be a day after the stream. I will post results on Twitter, so I'll be on the lookout for that. But we're going to get into our current events. The first game we have for our current event today, guys, is Shredder's Revenge, because me and Goku have played a lot of this.
A lot.
Yeah, we play a lot of it, and I want to talk about it because it's a beat 'em up that we actually, I don't play it as much as I thought I would, believe it or not. Did you know that? Not because it's a bad game, because it's an arcade game. It is a true arcade game to me.
Is this one of our playthroughs?
No, it's not one of our playthroughs. No, it's definitely not.
Oh.
This is like some of the developer video. Like I grabbed this from .emu. So
Fair enough.
and that's the thing. You see what I'm saying?
It
looks similar because and that's the thing. That's why I haven't played it a whole lot, because it's like once you like really played it once, you kind of hit everything. You know? Like you do it with each character. You kind of. But here's the thing. Like when I do play it, it's fun. And it's easy to just jump in, run through arcade mode, and just be done with it.
Yeah.
And that's what a beat 'em up needs. And like what I really liked about the game, like I said, it feels like we talked about this before. It feels like Turtles in Time just evolved. It does. It does feel like it. So definitely arcade game, not overly complex. Each character has the same moveset. That's what I'm saying. That's the reason why like I haven't really played it a whole lot. They do have the same exact moveset, but the properties of their moves are unique and different. You know what I mean? For a few of them. So because similar inputs isn't what makes the character feels the same. It's the actual move and behavior and properties. Like for instance, you have similar inputs from many characters for games. Like Ryu, for instance, has you do quarter circle forward punch, he's gonna throw a fireball. If you do that with Fei Long, he's not gonna throw a fireball. He'll do a Rekka. Yeah, he's gonna do a Rekka. So just like the Gaio Sonic Boom in Honda. Like if you charge and throw a boom, like charge and forward punch with Gaio is gonna throw a boom, but Honda is gonna do the headbutt charge. So yeah, so that's not what So them having, but the Turtles, they all have the same inputs, and each move does the same action. Like if you push both attacks, they're going to do a up kick, an up attack or some sort.
Yeah,
and the property may behave different. Same with the dive kick.
Like April kicks like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, she does. It's actually Chun-Li's kick. Let's see. By followers, prime viewers. No, we gotta ban this guy. We got somebody in the chat that needs to get banned.
Jeez.
So hang on a second. We got some spam in the chat. Let's get it out. I apologize, guys. Let me try to get this spam out. Hold on. Let's block this guy. Hold on, let's report him first. Let's report him. Report, spam. Gosh. Yeah, I mean, that happens. Like, that happens on a lot. Like, normally you have a mod that will take care of it right away. So, but I'll stop and take care of it. So, there we go. So, we get that guy blocked. And let's remove him. Yep, there we go. And let's report him as well for spam. He's a bot. I think he's a bot. Yeah, so I'm gonna send him as a bot. All right, there we go. All right, sorry about that, guys. But yeah, so like I said, it's the thing is like Chun-Li's little up kick is April's up kick is Chun-Li's little up kick move, and then like they borrow a lot of different animations, which I thought was cool. Like Mikey has the bicycle kick into Terry Bogart's crack shoot, and there's Donatello has Chun-Li's her super where she flies across and kicks, and they have all kinds of different animations. I like Splinter's like multi slam when he finishes, he stands on top. Yeah, that's kind of
like
cool.
Bruce Lee's like chest.
Yeah, it's so cool. So, but overall the game's fun. I really like the combat. It is a ton of fun. Like, but it's something that, like I said, the combat's not super deep. Like, and that's I'm sure that's by design. Like, it has way more depth in Turtles in Time, but like it doesn't have a lot of depth in something like Streets 4 or even Fight and Rage, Guardian Heroes, Jitsu Squad. Games that have a little bit more to it. But
I mean, like you had said, though, it was like a Nickelodeon thing.
So it was by design. Yeah, and they want everybody to pick it up. And then there is enough high level stuff in there for people who like me. Like, I can make combo videos off of this, but they won't be super elaborate just because of how the game works and how enemy health is, and then like how bosses are. Like, they're made to eat quarters. Like, you can't juggle bosses. So for the most part, one thing I don't like about the game, I don't like the hitboxes for certain enemies, like, because you get hit if you're behind them, and it just seems like you shouldn't get hit by a bunch of stuff that you do. And it's like that hitbox is wrong. Like, yeah, it's wrong. So I don't like that. The throws are poor. Throwing is bad. Like, in beat 'em ups, they need to rework the throws, because in beat 'em ups, when you throw an enemy, like, it should be advantageous, but throwing it here, like, can get you punished because you hold on to them too long sometimes. Like, it'll get stuck. And then, like, when you throw enemies, when you throw an enemy, like, And the Streets 4 or even Jitsu Squad, when you throw an enemy into an enemy, it hits them and stops them. And that's how you do crowd control. And like, you can't do that with here. You have the multi-slam, but like, it still leaves you vulnerable. And there's no throwing vulnerability either. So you can be hit while you're throwing. Yeah. You get punished for throwing in this game.
The only one I really use is where throw them at the screen.
Yeah, but you can still get punished.
Or the screen.
Right. And it's like, it's a worthless throw, but they just have to put it in there because it doesn't have any real function. Yeah. They put it in there because they had to, because it's old school. Yeah. If you don't, people going to be fucking up in arms. Fucking pitchforks and torches and all that shit. Why can't I do it? Like, it don't do nothing. So, but like, it has no function. That's the thing. And you can be hit while you're doing it. So that's one of the problems. Another big thing, no training mode. Like, and that would help the hitbox problem because you'll be able to see. Yeah. And that's what they added to Final Vendetta. They added a training mode. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. The training mode sucks in that game though, because like, it's an AI that dies. It's like, I need the AI not to die. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So I can practice setup. Yeah. So. But yeah, there's no training mode. So that.
At least they tried.
That sucks that they don't have that. And then I do not like the fact that there's like, you can't turn off the team up attacks, because like, this game at 4 players is a party game. At 1 and 2 players, it is a high game of skill. It can be a very high game of skill, but like, because you can stay out each other's way. But like, when there's 6 people on the screen, you're going to do nothing but get each other's way. So I don't like the team up attacks. I don't like. I like them in theory how they look, but like, I wish I can choose to do it or not. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like, it sucks that it just auto happens if I'm near you and we meet some condition, like I jump attack into you and attack or some bullshit.
That one's actually cool, where you jump attack. And then I like attack, I catch you, and then I'll throw you. You remember we've done that a couple times. That one's decent.
It's cool when you want to do it. That's the problem. All of them are cool. It just sucks because it's like, I don't want to do it right now. I'm doing this long ass fucking 156 hit combo that I get next to you and drop it because the game is like, well, you need to do a team up attack. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to do elbows and shit to keep them juggle. That's what I mean. Like, it's the same way with Jitsu Squad's assist. I do not want them turned off though, because like I like seeing them. But like, sometimes it's like you will be fighting and they just getting away. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of the same. You be doing a combo and you pick up an item by accident. It's kind of like the same thing that's happening here. It sucks when that happens. It's not a deal breaker, because we just play 1 or 2 players. And that's what I mostly play. Yeah. So I'm not running into a problem a whole lot. But that's but that's just the way it is, but I wish they could turn it off. But other than that, overall the game, like, it's a solid A+ game. Like, it hits all the notes, hits all the nostalgia. The combat like feels good. It's not that shitty reshelled bullshit. Remember that shit you almost fought me over? Goku almost took my life over that shit. That game would get you killed. That's why I used to never play it. Yeah. but yeah, so that's for the most part on Shredder's Revenge. Overall, good game. But there is the secret I wanted to. I got a cat in the bed I wanted to talk about before we get to say about it. I got your pieces. But there's something I wanted to say about it, man. I've been hearing rumors about some DLC.
That's
yeah. See that? Yeah, that's the segue. That's the segue. I said, I got you, dog. Okay. That's the segue. So yeah, the deal. There's been talk about the DLC, and like, I like this. Let me explain first. So when they announced the game, they say they wasn't going to announce Casey. We have no plans for him. Bullshit. Blah blah blah. And then they dropped them on us. So I'm expecting the same thing to happen because they made the same comment. Yeah, we have no plans for DLC. So what is your take on that, Goku? Talk to me.
I mean, I kind of hope that they would do a DLC, but my whole idea with it is that I want a whole story to play through. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't just want a character to just play the normal like that.
Just play through the arc what we already have.
Yeah. I want a whole new story to go along with this person. I mean, if I'm really going to cough up a couple extra bucks, they could cough up a couple extra, maps. Well, not maps, but at least a whole new map with a couple little different levels. Something.
So,
but I was thinking the best person to probably at least do their DLC. The first one is Miyamoto Usagi, the samurai rabbit guy. Usagi. They called him Usagi, but I like saying
The comic book name.
I like saying his whole name.
That's what his name was in the comic book, I believe. That is what everybody is like. That well, first it was the punk frogs.
Yeah,
and I can see them doing that because the sprites are already available.
Yeah.
However, Usagi is just one character, so but we don't know what they're doing behind the scenes. They can be bullshit like they was with Casey. But this is what I think is like as far as DLC, like I don't think we're getting any story or anything like that because I'm not sure. Like honestly, like for a beat 'em up, like it's a beat 'em up. The story is usually. Let me quote John Carmack. All right, John Carmack is. You know who John Carmack is? Do you know? If you don't, I'll tell you. He is the creator of Doom.
Yeah,
he's the programmer. He's responsible. Everybody, listen. John Carmack is responsible why we have lighting in video games. No joke. Yep. He created lighting in video games with Doom, the Doom engine. Yep. He's responsible. So this is his philosophy on video games. A story in a game is like a story in a porn movie. It's expected to be there, but it's not important. And that's how I feel about every game.
I can see what you're saying.
and then his counterpart, John Ramsey, the guy that is responsible that is responsible for the great level design of Doom. And John Ramsey was going to make you his bitch from Daikatana that sold like shit. He said games is about mechanics. He said you can have all the story you want, but if it's not fun to play, you ain't got nothing.
Yep.
So and I think about beat 'em ups, man. Like you just going really from left to right, beating ass. Me personally, I don't need a fucking story for that. Just give me Foot Soldier or whatever. But the thing is, and the reason why I don't think they're going to do that is just time and money. What I will think they do, they could make a mode. They can make a like Streets of Rage did. You see what I'm saying? Like Streets of Rage didn't add on any story shit, but they added on a new mode. Yeah. And that's what a lot of these developers need to learn how to do. You can take content that you already have, repurpose it. You have to just think creatively, because that's what I do with Jitsu Squad. That's how some of the stuff ended up in it. Uh-huh. So yeah, they can very well like add new modes to it, but I think they will release some, at least one character, because the game is going to sell too much. It's going to do too well. Like the fact that it's on Game Pass too, so everybody played it.
Everybody's playing it, yeah.
And then since everybody has it, that's an easy way to sell DLC, because that's what happened with Streets 4. When Streets 4 came out, they released the Nightmare DLC. It was on Game Pass. They made money that way. So yeah, definitely, that's something to look forward to. So, do you got anything else to say about Turtles? What else you got for me?
No,
is that it?
Just yeah.
All right, so we get into
like another story, I guess.
Well, shit, we're gonna get into this story. This is a story of Tales of the Fuck Sega.
Shit.
That's what this is gonna be. I'm pissed at Sega. I am angry. Y'all gonna get a fucking show with this, because I am everybody who knows me, I am fucking passionate about Sonic and Sega, and how they treat this gentleman. So, Sonic Origins Collection is our other current event, and this is the main current event. So, let me explain to everybody what Sonic Origin Collections is. So, Sonic Origin Collections is a collection of Sonic games from Sonic 1, Sonic CD, Sonic 2, Sonic 3, in that order.
Knuckles.
They're not putting Knuckles in because really, what people don't know, Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles was one game.
Yeah,
they just split it up like it was a promotional thing. That's literally what it was. It was to like sell Happy Meals and shit. But yeah, they split it up. So, and then a lot of people don't know that Sonic CD chronologically is before Sonic 2. Yeah, and like you can even play it and tell, because like it plays bad. So it's those. You can see, as you can see on the screen, it's those games. It's Sonic 1, CD 2 and 3 with Knuckles. So you have the lock-on technology already there, as you can see.
There you go, yeah.
What it does is, like, Sonic 1 and 2 was remade for mobile by Christian Whitehead. He used the retro engine. He created his own engine for it. It wasn't the retro engine, I believe, but he created his own engine for it. Huh. I feel you, Mr. Black Love Usagi, for DLC. I'm with it. Yes. But yeah, so he created his engine for Sonic 1 and 2, and then like Sega let him port it to the phones, Android OS. And what he did is gave them widescreen support. And that's what Sonic desperately needed because you'll be running, especially Sonic CD. You'll be running. You don't know what's there. You just have to remember it. And like some of the times the obstacles come up like real quick, and you getting hit, lose all your fucking rings, and it breaks the flow. So having those games in widescreen, man, it really, 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 really helped. It really helps. And so, but that treatment was given to Sonic 1, 2, and CD, but never given to 3. So that's what was cool about this collection. Sonic 3 and Knuckles was finally getting the widescreen support.
Okay.
So people were psyched for that, but they didn't use Taxman's engine. They used the retro engine, which I know they use, it's called the retro engine, but like it perfectly replicates, Sonic's physics. So they used it to create Sonic 3. And like the thing that happened with this game, let's talk about what happened to it. So
it was a nice idea.
Good idea. Like, have all those games on widescreen and, but look who the fuck we dealing with, man. We dealing with Sega. And when you come with Sega, like they're allergic to money. They have meetings to learn, to discuss how to fuck up properties. They do this fucking constantly. So what ended up happening is Headcanon was the developer for this game. Headcanon was the developer because they worked with Christian Whitehead on Sonic Mania. So they know how to make a Sonic game, but what ended up happening is Sega didn't give them enough time to fucking finish the project. You know why? Tell them, Goku.
Probably because of that new movie.
The fucking Sonic fucking movie tie-in. So we got hit. That's part of the reason.
They were handing out free games for the purchase of the movie.
It was like a discount.
I think it was.
It's like a discount or something, but they had to meet a deadline. That was the first problem. And Sega just, Headcanon, like they said they liked working with them, but they just, the experience on this project, it was just rushed. They said they wish they would have had more time. And like, that's all they need is more time. And like, and let me read you, I'm going to read you the bugs. Like this game was rushed out the door, meet some fucking artificial Sega deadline because they wanted some money. And then the PC version has de nouveau in it. It's
the list.
Yeah. The PC version has de nouveau. It's a anti-piracy software that affects performance. So it will make your games run worse because it's in the code of the game. Just because Sega doesn't want you to pirate $20. So, but that's just one of the problems. So here is just some of the bugs. This ain't even all of them. This is some. Mislabeled music. Home button pause during cutscenes, Nintendo Switch. Mini Chromium Unicode freeze. That's like a crash problem. Cannot change direction during drop dash because that stuff. And that's another thing. Features are added to all the games too. Like Sonic 1 has a spin dash, and they have what's called the drop dash.
Yeah,
where you hold the button as soon as you hit the ground, you'll take off.
Yeah, that was a cool little.
So whenever you change directions in air, you're able to wherever direction you're pressing, you'll go that way. So you can't do that. Tails takes a long time to catch up due to, I think it's a drop dash bug or something like that. So like, how Tails, when he dies, he comes back. So there's a bug to where he doesn't come back like forever. Flying battery zone loses music synchronization. Extra live resets the level music. Let's see. Spring sound effects lingers. So it'd be like, you have to restart the game. Incorrect spring sound effect used in special stage. Debris continue to fall in Marble Garden Zone. So, like, for instance, there Marble Garden Zone is in Sonic 3 to where Robotnik is like drilling into the ceiling, and you see how the shit falling. So this shit just keeps falling. Yeah, and you can. And I know, like during bosses, like some of that you can get hit by, but I don't think this is stuff you can get hit by. So, what else? Let's see. Carnival Night Zone barrels are missing transparency, so that's a graphic error. Big Arms cutscene error, so that's like one of the bosses in Sonic, the Big Arm boss in Sonic 3, or Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Let's see. There's a skip the hidden palette zone. I'm not sure what that bug is. I haven't read up on that one. The Knuckles cutscenes repeats itself in certain instances. Yellow spheres in the blue sphere for Sonic and Tails. So it's like a graphic glitch. Competition time attack requires 2 controllers. Like there's just all kinds of problems with it. There's crashes and bugs. So that's just like
also the one that I heard about that was actually really common, and I was waiting to see if it was on your list. Was like when Tails starts flying, the sound that he makes or whatever, like that could be constant.
Oh yeah, just plays.
Map.
Yeah, like I said, I don't have the list of all the bugs. It's like I can't put all these on here.
No.
And that's what I'm saying, man. Like, and this is why you don't pre-order games. You don't. Like, I quit pre-ordering shit for real. Like, cause it's like you will encourage that behavior because all they want to do. Hopefully, the game gets patched, but it shouldn't have to get patched. Like, I mean, yes, it's great that games can, but it's like, and I understand there's things that come up, but it's like this was clearly a rush job, man.
Yeah.
But this is not even the most egregious part of the whole thing. The most egregious part is the shitty music. The shitty music. So, if people don't know, Michael Jackson was involved with Sonic 3's music, but he just wasn't listening to credits. But like the lead designer programmer like confirmed it on Twitter. He was like, yeah, like he said, and here's the problem. There's a couple songs, Launch Base Zone, Ice Cap Zone, and Carnival Night Zone, Supersonic theme for Sonic 3. And there may have been one other song, but they had to replace them with the prototype music for those songs because those songs were done by Michael Jackson and his tour producer Brad Buxer. Mm-hmm. So they don't have the rights to distribute it. So this is crazy because this was back in what, fucking 93?
Yep.
And I never knew that like this shit will be a problem. Like back then I didn't know about any of this game shit.
I didn't even know.
I didn't know about it because it was I was a kid.
Yeah.
And then this shit is infecting our games now. So the problem is I don't know if it was just, and this is what I don't know. I don't know if Brad Buxer just refused to let them use it because Ice Cap Zone and the music they replaced it with too is bad. Like they tried to like arrange it with the Genesis sound driver and stuff. It makes the game feel terrible. Like
it was bad.
Like and one thing about Sonic, like people don't realize, like music is very important for Sonic games.
Yes,
like it's like one of the most important. Excuse me. So I don't know if Brad just didn't let them use it. Or they didn't pay him enough. I think probably Sega just wasn't trying to come off the money.
No,
I think that's what it was.
Well,
but yeah, like it's just I will not play these games. And the sad thing is, even with all these bugs and shit, like I would love to be able to play Sonic 3 in widescreen.
Yeah,
but they do have a mod for it for Sonic 3. And like the sad fucking part people don't know is when they released this collection, they pulled all individual Sonic games off of digital stores because they want you to buy this one.
Goofy.
And it's shitty. And like there's a Sonic 3 mod for the Sonic 3 that doesn't have the widescreen support. It's called Sonic 3 Air, Angel Island Revisited.
Yeah.
It gives it widescreen support and you can throw in all kinds of mods to make it like Sonic Mania.
Yeah.
So, but
from what I learned in my research is like it's not worth buying this game.
No, it's not.
Especially if there's so many mods out there for free.
Yeah.
That do exactly what this game does, if not better.
Yeah. It's sad, man. It's sad. Like this could have been a really good package. And they can still fix it, but like the console versions are screwed because like for the PC version, at least you can mod the right music in. Yeah, you can just mod it in. So like the sad thing is, I want this game because I love Sonic, but it's like I cannot buy it in this state. No. You know what I mean? And then like it has, and it does have a lot of new cool content. It has new cool movies, and stuff like that. Cool. Missions, like different missions you can complete, and then it has like a mode where there's no lives, where you just keep playing and you lose coins, and then like you can use coins for extra tries on special stage.
Yeah.
Like, but what sucks is like you can't play widescreen mode with the live system. You can only play live system because you can play the old school version, but you can only play them in the original aspect ratio. So it's just. It was rushed and not thought of, man. That's what happened. They just rushed it out the door.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's sad because I want it. But it's like, you can't, all these bugs and fuck Sega, man. Like, I'm depressed now, man. Like, talking about this game depresses me. You hear it? Like, I'm like, damn, man.
I'm not fully excited about it neither.
But you know, I'm a super Sonic fan, man. My email address, man. I got Sonic in it. Like, I mean, why would Sega do that, man? Like, why?
I don't know, dude.
But yeah, like, so, like, overall, like, honestly, like, if, like, it's not, the game itself is not bad. There's just so many problems around it that makes it bad. Mm-hmm. And it's like, Sega, they should know better. It's like they constantly do this to Sonic. They constantly do it. So that's enough of Sonic, man, because I'm getting depressed thinking about that shit. Man. You can hear me coming. I'm coming down off of it, like, man, fuck's sake. If you want to get chat, y'all want to get me riled up, just start talking about fucking Sega and Sonic, man, and Tobey Maguire. Fuck him. He's an asshole. he talks. He treats waitresses like shit. Fuck him. He's shit. And he ruined my. I like Spider-Man. I thought them Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies were great. Like he's not a good actor to me. He's not fun to watch. I liked Andrew Garfield better than him. The kid that got now, I don't really like him, to be honest. He's too goofy. He's like too silly. Like my favorite Spider-Man is the one from the cartoon, the one that Christopher Daniel Barnes voiced. That's my favorite Spider-Man because he was just going to college and shit, so he's a little bit more mature.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're going to take a small break, and then we're going to get into the main event, which is Jitsu Squad. Again, be advised, we do have a contest running for a free copy of Jitsu Squad for Steam. It'll be distributed via a Steam key. All you have to do to enter is like and follow the show on Twitter. You can find me at Kev the Galaxybender. I posted the Twitch link on my Twitter. Just like it, retweet, and you'll be entered to win. And I'll announce the winners on Twitter after the show. So you don't need to follow me, and you don't need to subscribe to enter to win. So just give us a few seconds. We're going to jump into Jitsu Squad, and that'll be the main event, and we're going to have our long play. So just give us 1 second. Stay tuned, and we will be right back. All right, there we go. There we go. What's up, everybody? It's Kev the Galaxybender back with my main man Goku Black.
What up, though?
We're gonna get into some Jitsu Squad again. We got a giveaway running. Just retweet, like the show on Twitter, Kev at Kev the Galaxybender, and you will be entered to win. So let's see. Let's get into. We got a problem. No, I guess not.
I was gonna say, do they hear us again?
They can hear us. It's just this is the problem right here. You see it? The controller part. It's fine.
Oh.
No, it's okay. Oh no, you have to do it like this. All you have to do is relaunch it. It'll be fine. Yeah, it's just if you don't hit the controller before it, it'll get goofy. And it was weird that the fuck. It was weird that it was like not full screen. Like when I first launched it, I don't understand why that happens sometimes. Doesn't happen all the time. What's up, Rogue Ass Die Ass? I see you, dog. He said he been there lurking, listening to us. Rogue Ass, you heard me rap about Sega, didn't you? Because I hate Sega. Let me check the audio. All right, so we just gonna jump into it, dog.
Yeah, man.
All right. We see the thing about Jitsu Squad, man. We haven't even touched tag mode. Nope. I haven't even touched it because like what I'm trying to do now is just learn like every character. Like that's all I'm doing. Like even today, I'm still learning. That's all I'm doing. Like learn. Like you saw me learn the boomerang setup. Now I'm learning how to use Hero's Momoji blade. Yeah. Like I know what it's used for now. Like it's basically an OTG weapon. You know how like when enemy falls, you can't hit them. Use that. It knocks them back up in the air. You can just continue. I was like, ooh. So that's all it takes. But yeah,
I was watching your stream. I was on there.
But yeah, so I've been having a lot of fun with it. Like I said, we ain't touched tag. And that's the thing, like each character has that unique weapon, and then it changes something about them. So that's what makes them like super. It's like each character is like what three characters?
3 different characters.
You got that Sonic, man? Look, Chuck, man, look, they see. I got some Sega fans in here. They feel me because me and Chuck, we met playing Phantasy Star Online. People don't know that.
Okay.
Yeah, we met playing that, and like I've known him like that's how long it's been. I was like in my early 20s, and I'll be 40 this year. But yeah, I love Sega, Chuck, man. Charles, I love it. His name his gamer tag used to be Sugar Water, but he changed it. Gamer tag, I like
Sugar Water.
Yeah, and they, believe it or not, the reason why I don't play PSO2, Chuck, is they just waited too long. Like that game was supposed to come out in 2014 or some shit like that, and they released it in like 2019, 2020, some weird shit like that, or 2012. That's when it was supposed to come out, 2012. So yeah, and they break my heart, man. The only reason if you enjoy something, you should be hard on it. You should criticize it. You have to talk shit about it. You have to, because I like it. Like and PSO2 is a really good game, but the reason why that's the first reason I didn't play. The second reason was you have to pay to change your hair color. You need salon tickets. You can earn them in game, but it's like bullshit, man. Just let me change my color. And I just uninstalled it after that. I was like, fuck this game. But it's a good game. Like, it's a really good game. But yeah, Rogue Ass Die Ass, man, you shouldn't have got that Sonic, man. Like, the music, like, even with all the bugs, even if it had all the bugs that I had read out, I would still play it. Like, if it had the music, because that's what makes it. Ice Caps Up, go listen to that. I can't play it because I'll get a copyright strike.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But yeah, this game is awesome, man. What I like about here's my pros about Jitsu Squad, because I wrote something down. So pros, this game has excellent combat. Like just that's the first thing you notice right away. Excellent combat. I haven't played many games like retail games. Like only game that like has combat that rivals it. It's only really 2 games I can think of. Is Guardian Heroes, and Final Fight LNS. Those are the only games that like rival it combat wise to me. And like Final Fight LNS, like some person had to go make that for that to happen. So those games they rival it, but other than that, man, like that rival too. That's the thing. Yeah, rival, not better, rival, because they're all good.
They're all good.
So I like that. It has a training mode. If you come out with a beat 'em up nowadays, you have a training mode. You getting docked.
Yeah,
I'm docking you. I'm talking shit. I'm like, in this day and age, we should be past that. Every beat 'em up should have a training mode. It's not hard to do. It's literally not. That's easy to implement. I mean, you got the game. You have the assets. You have everything you need. Put a training mode in there. Oh, okay. You have Sonic 1 back on 360. Yeah. Now, if you already own the games, they're not going to take them from you. You know what I mean? Unless they're Ubisoft. Ubisoft can do that. they were under a lot of hot water for delisting games, and then for a minute you couldn't re-download them, but they changed it.
Jeez.
But yeah. But let me see what he said. Yeah, I played it on the Japanese server too at first, man. And I had nobody to play with. So on PSO2.
Yeah.
And I was sad because I couldn't understand language. And I was sad. Let's see. Yeah, I know, man. Sonic, yep, Sonic is falling off, man. But he's popular with the kids, though. That's why they say kids don't care.
Nope.
Like grandma, grandpa ain't gonna care about none of this shit I just talked about.
Ooh.
Yeah, they took. I think they put Liberation back though, didn't they? Yeah, they pulled Assassin's Creed Liberation off. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Ubisoft. It's like I don't even want to buy their games anymore. Like I can't think of the last Ubisoft game I bought. So outside of Immortals. But yeah. But if your game doesn't have a training mode, man, like get the fuck out of here. Like it's like fighting games started like that. They didn't have training modes. Now they got them. You know what I'm saying? So like there's no reason. Beat 'em ups is very similar.
Practically the same.
Right. I mean, for real, you want Assassin's Creed Liberation that bad? There's ways to get it. It just sucks that like that Ubisoft is like making it difficult for you to buy games. Like that doesn't make sense. Don't they like money?
You would think.
They get like Sega. All these big publishers are shit like that though. They're all shit. So, this game has a lot of character and enemy variety. Like I said, each character has 3 weapons that makes them different. A lot of enemy variety. Each stage has like they have the regular mobs, but they have like the unique enemies per stage. I think that's cool. A lot of stage variety too. There's a lot of stages in this game. They're not kind of long for beat 'em up.
Yeah.
And it's an arcade game. Like it was designed to be an arcade game first, believe it or not.
Yeah.
And so it's long for arcade game. But yeah, a lot of background variety. Love the art. Excellent art. Let's see. The music is fantastic. Art's fantastic. Music is great.
Remember the first time we played it and we were all geeked up about it in lava?
When I first started shooting lava, I fucking lost it. I was like, this is crazy.
Awesome.
See, we got a chat. Let's see. They want people. Yeah, I know. I understand that, but it's like eventually all those people are going to move over, and then, I mean, there are some people that aren't going to move over too. I understand it's about creating a type of scarcity. Like this game isn't available, so we're going to. And I'm surprised Activision doesn't do it with Call of Duty.
Yeah. Because
you think they'll be the main ones. Because they, but you can play all of their Call of Duties online, all of them. Even like Call of Duty 2. So I'm surprised because they really like money. But let's see. Yeah, man, you should go ahead and pick it up, man. So yeah, and if you guys don't have Jitsu Squad, pick it up. It's a really good game, man. Like and support the developers. They're only 6 guys. My damn boss got COVID. So let's support them guys, man. They put a lot of heart and effort into it. It's only $20 too, man. Like, and we're adding free DLC to it, man.
Yeah.
Like it's free updates. Like Dash is gonna be a playable character. That's not a surprise because it's on the title card. You know what I mean? Like,
just got
definitely check these guys out, man.
When is Dash coming?
But I also let's see the art, and the thing is, like when I first played this game, I didn't like the art. Did you know that?
Really?
Yeah, I hated it because like the video I saw was like in 30 frames per second, so the animations looked bad. And these animations aren't made for 30; they're made for 60. And it looked off and odd. But like once I started playing, I played the demo. That's what made. And there's a free demo, so anybody out there who wants to try it out, there is a demo. And I always, when I put this on YouTube, I will have the link to all that stuff in the description. I always put all that stuff in there so you can find it. Like you can find their Discord, their Twitter, or everything. So yeah, so that's another thing I really like about Jitsu Squad. I like the sound effects and voices. I like Eli Harris because I like powerful, deep voices. And what I've learned is it's been scientifically proven, if you have a deep voice, people trust you. You're more likely to be trusted. And I use this tactic at one of my jobs as well. Like I'll lower my voice even lower, and just to have a conversation, and it works. Yeah, people tend to trust you when you lower your voice. So low voices are really good. And Eli Harris, he's the guy that voices Jazz. Time for Jazz to kick some ass. And then Sebastian Romero did just about everything else. Like, he did an excellent job on all these characters. Like, I mean, his voices had to be in pain. Like, voice acting is hard. People think it's easy. Like, you just sit in the box and just do it. No, you have to. Even like when I do like my show previews, I have to rehearse those and like do them over because you mess up a lot. So yeah, and they're not even good. You know what I mean? They're not even good. You gotta rehearse them. So like voice acting is strains your throat and everything too. I told him to do what Beyonce says before she has a concert. She takes a spoon of olive oil and lubricates your throat.
That's it.
Yeah, I told him try that. So I love that. It's a long beat 'em up. For a beat 'em up, it's long. Like Final Fight, we knock out in like what 30-40 minutes.
Yeah,
this can take sometimes 2 hours, just depending. Yeah, I mean, you can, if you speed run this, you can probably finish in an hour though. But like just casually through it, Final Fight takes us about 40 minutes or so, and then this takes us about an hour and a half.
Easy.
Yeah. So I like that. I like that it's long. What else do I like? There's a lot of depth to it as well. A lot of depth to this game. So like, for instance, I'm always talking about I'm always finding and learning new stuff all the time. I'm always finding and learning new stuff. So that's something that's really cool about the game. And it's very simple to play. That's another thing. Like it has a lot of depth, but it's simple. So like my wife plays it, my daughter plays it. Like people who've never played video games can pick it up and mash buttons and have a good time.
And still be doing just fine. Yeah.
Still be doing just fucking fine. Oh shit, watch out. But yeah, so it's real easy to pick up because it's an arcade game. It's real smashy. What else I like about the game? Oh man, I love all the little references they got to other fighting games and
that's awesome.
Cartoons. Yeah, I love it. So like, this is a Pocket Fighter reference. You remember that game?
Yep.
When Kuma gets bored. Remember? There's all that shit in Japanese and it says it wasn't easy. Let's see. I wish they would have ported Dragon's Crown to PC. Yeah, a lot of people even talk to me about that. They wish they ported Dragon's Crown to PC. Vanillaware, they're kind of indie, I think, though. So I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know why they wouldn't, but yeah. I wish they would do that too, because more people can play it. It'd be fun, but it just is what it is, man. And this game has really cool Easter eggs, as we were about to see. That's a good segue from my notes. It's got good Easter eggs. Like, for instance, there are characters from other games, like other beat 'em ups. Well, one beat 'em up, Fight and Rage, because those developers, they like each other, so they allow each other to use, they allow them to use the art. It's got cool cameos, a lot of fucking good references from like fucking Golden Axe to all the way to Street Fighter to Marvel to Guilty Gear. I mean, Samurai Pizza Cats, Tiny Toons, like it's just really cool. Really cool. And free DLC. You can't argue with that.
Nope.
Because every company now want to milk you. And I don't mind paying for DLC if it's worth it. But if it's some bullshit like horse armor, if people know Oblivion, they know what I'm talking about. There's some shit you shouldn't have to pay for, man.
Yeah.
Now, if your game's free, then you got room to be charging. You know what I mean? But if your game ain't free, you charging full price for it. If you are going to have extra content, like I said, don't mind paying for it. Make it worth it, man. Don't sell me a skin. You know what I mean? If your game ain't free. If your game free, don't sell. Let me unlock skins. Sell me, like you said, if you don't sell me story, like Borderlands, it sells story. Yeah.
Give me a whole new storyline.
I get that. So, and like beat 'em ups, I don't mind buying characters either. You know why? They're not essential because you don't have to have them. You do not, because it's not a competitive genre at all. So you don't need to know a matchup. You see what I'm saying? So I don't mind that. But like,
there's
usually
the first cameo right there.
Yep. If you look up here where I'm jumping with Baby, you see a character in the background. I'll clear the screen out first. I gotta get this weapon. Oh. I love the boomerang. Is my favorite weapon. I heard y'all ain't noticed. Oh shit! Get out of here. Oh, I love the boomerang. So the boomerang enhances her first projectile, or kunai. She throws 10 instead of 3, and they're all armor breaking. Oh yeah. See, the combat in this game is just sublime, man. Oh yeah.
I love that gauntlet. That's what I was trying to do, to stop that police car so we can fucking beat him up real quick.
There we go. So I do have cons about the game too. There's some characters in the background here. Look, F. Norris, Ricardo. So, but yeah, there's cons about the game. I'm not gonna, you know. I'm passionate about. I'm very passionate about this game. So my criticisms, like I have them. So the first thing is limited modes. You have one mode, which is going to be fixed. You know, they got modes coming, but right now it's just one mode. It's story. It's not even arcade mode. It's story. So that's a detriment to it. But at least the game's long. But yeah, one mode. There is no verticality to the environments. Like for instance, in Turtles and Streets 4, there will be sections where you like go up into the environment and then come down. This is purely left and right. That's something that I think that developers can do. It's something they have to plan ahead for, but it's a simple change that can add some variety to your environments. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because I know like in Turtles, that part, is it like train tracks and subway, like you go up into the background?
The subway.
Yeah, like you go into the environment, stuff like that. I love stuff like that, man. So that adds, just simple change like that adds more life to your beat 'em up, because you know they're by nature, a beat 'em up is going to be repetitive because it's just what it is. But that's the combat, and you know different environments can make it fun. So there's a lot of cut content. I understand why, but you know that is something that bugs me, because they launched a trailer. There's stuff that they showed in it, like enemies and everything, the whole planet, and I was like, man, I hope that stuff's in there, but you know, due to budget and probably, you know, time constraints, they couldn't get it all in there. So, but yeah, hopefully when they updated, some of this content could come back. So, and that's pretty much all I can say, because I do know some of the stuff they're working on, but not all of it. Obviously, they don't tell me everything. But they got some cool stuff coming out. Hopefully, everybody over there is healthy, because you know, COVID's been, that new variant's been getting everybody sick, man. It's been getting everybody sick. And then the last thing is, this game could definitely use a combo trial so people can learn how to play the game. Because what I've noticed is I'll go and watch other people play this game to see what they're doing, how they're playing and stuff, so I can learn. And like I see people, like, just for instance with Baby, they just stay back and throw projectiles, and it's like she can do so much more. She can get in, she can be airborne, and if there's a combo trial mode, it'll teach players, you know, how to do this shit. So like Streets 4 had that. Fighting Rage was like, their training mode was excellent.
Yes,
because it taught me everything I needed to know.
Thorough. Yeah,
it taught me for a beat 'em up. You know what I mean? Now training modes for fighting games, the standard is Virtua Fighter 4's. Virtua Fighter 4, they teach you how to play that whole game. So that's the standard. But yeah, Fighting Rage, man, it was like you said. What was the word you used, Goku?
Thorough,
boy. It taught you everything. Like, because when I first played it, I was just playing it like Streets 3. I was like, it's just normal beat 'em up. I went to training mode. I was like, I didn't know you could do all this shit.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. So yeah, and it had it showed you how to do combos. It taught you, like, hey, do this, do this, do this. Yeah, Streets did that too a little bit, but it wasn't as good as Fighting Rages. Oh, that's so good. Okay, I'm gonna work on that. All right. So yeah, but that's some stuff I really like. Jitsu Squad, good game. Again, we're doing a giveaway. Just find me at Kev the Galaxybender on Twitter. Retweet and like the stream. I should have that Twitch link there, and you will be entered to win. So, but yeah, after Dash, we're running on time. We're at 1:53. After Dash, we end the show. And I apologize we got started late. We had some Murphy's Law action that always happens.
Always.
Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. And when I upload it on YouTube too, I'll make sure I edit everything so it just goes right into the show.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna download it, cut it up, put it up. So yeah, but yeah, that's what I think about Jitsu Squad overall, man. It's a really good game, y'all. Like if you like beat 'em ups, man, like this is the game to play. Like it feels good. Like
I want to be Dash. I want to play as Dash.
You're getting
so if Peter's watching, listening, whichever, you need to let Dash out there.
They're working on it, man. He's just not ready yet. I can't. You know what? I'm gonna let you try him first. How's that? I'll let you try him first. I'll wait and let you try him first. Once they release him, I'll let you try him first. Unless they instruct me to test something with him.
Yeah.
If they do, then I have to. You see what I'm saying?
No.
So yeah. But yeah. One thing I really do like about Jitsu Squad, there's no timer. Like I hate beat 'em ups with timers. Why do you have a timer? Well, I understand
level.
Yeah, I understand. It's for arcade, the for quarters and stuff, and to spend money. I understand, but I hate that there's timers in certain beat 'em ups. Batman Rise of Senzu was another game that was really bad for that. They had a timer and like it broke the game. Like you can never like it was so short you couldn't finish it, and like it was a fun beat 'em up. It was on Xbox and PlayStation and GameCube. So yeah, so I hate beat 'em ups with timers. They suck. And I hate beat 'em ups that had that duped me. You remember beat 'em ups like, for instance, Bad Dudes at the arcade? It was awesome. At home, it sucked.
Yeah.
There's tons of games like that, dude. TMNT Arcade. You remember? We got the TMNT 1 was what? What was it? It was some spy scroller, that not the arcade game. That's a game that duped me. I remember that. X-Men. Remember that? We came to the Genesis. I was like, yeah, we're going to get that big ass arcade game. And it was not that. It was not that. What was another one? Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah, the original Ninja.
That was an arcade game. Remember? It was a beat 'em up. However, that Nintendo game ended up being awesome, though.
Yeah, I'm not going to knock it.
Yeah, I'm not going to knock that. That was an awesome one. But still, I would rather. I would like to have a beat 'em up, but if we didn't get that, we wouldn't have got the Ninja Gaiden we got.
Yeah.
You know, the 360 ones and stuff like that. So I totally get that. He's pissed.
Yep. That's alright.
What was it?
Bad too.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it too, because I ain't fucking around with it.
Me?
Yeah, I ain't messing with him. Yeah. What was another one? Prisoner of War. Do you remember that game? It's called POW. It was a beat 'em up. The arcade version was so much better than the. It was so much better than the console. Console version was trash. I think Renegade had a bad console port too. NES Double Dragon pissed me off because it was one player.
Jeez.
You remember?
Yeah, I do remember it.
Yeah, an arcade was good. The Master System had a 2-player version.
Yeah, on the Sega. Yeah, because that's the one that I had. I had Double Dragon on Sega.
The Master System, yeah, it had 2 players. And then the Genesis had a 2-player arcade version too.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. So, well, we hope you guys enjoyed the show today, because we're going to close it out. We're right at the 2-hour mark. The show wasn't really 2 hours. We made some mistakes in the beginning. I said, I'll even mention, we're going to make mistakes. You know what I mean? We're going to make them. So
it's all good.
But yeah, so we want to do is thank you guys. Like I said, we do have the giveaway, so be sure to be on the lookout. I will post the results, post the winner on Twitter once I tally up all the results, if we have any entrants. But yeah, be on the lookout for that. But I do want to thank everybody for hanging out and just dealing with us. Just putting up with us. We're kind of insufferable sometimes.
It's that bad. But
yeah, we're glad you guys are able to join. We hope you guys have fun, and we want you to tune in again next month. Yeah, we'll do one more. We'll do another show next month. And we had to postpone the last one because of COVID, so I might not have the show right in the middle. I might just do it, on the third, the third week, that third weekend or whatever. But yeah, so stay tuned for that, because I always will still post a preview video as well. So where can you guys find us? You can find me at twitch.tv/Kev _ the Galaxybender. You can find me over at Twitter at Kev Galaxybender, and you can find me at YouTube at Kev the Galaxybender. So, Goku, where can they find you?
Well, I still can't get my Discord to connect to my phone. I don't know.
I'll help you, man. I'll help you with it.
My Twitch is still good.
Thanks, Hurricane.
So, I'm Son Goku Black 81 on Twitch.
All right. So you heard it, guys. You can find Goku over at twitch.tv/Son Goku Black 81. I also host him, so like if I'm offline, he's playing, you'll see his stuff as well. So
And vice versa.
yeah, vice versa. Thanks, Hurricane, man. We appreciate the support, man. So again, thanks for tuning in. We'll do this again next month. You want to give a closing, Goku?
Holla at your boy.
Holla at your boy. Kev the Galaxybender, signing off.